Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to make this doily or whatever you want to use it for, set a lamp on, kitty dish on, those type of things. Decor. This one is approximately 16 inches across. And I do tell you how you can make these bigger if you'd like. I actually ran out of yarn, or I probably would have made mine a lot bigger, but it is what it is. This isn't hard to do at all. If you know how to double crochet, you'll be able to do this. But isn't it pretty? I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to set a lamp on mine. I really like it. So the yarn that I used was actually a hand-dyed yarn from the Full Spectrum Yarn Company, Thrift and Stitches. It is a super wash merino. It's sparkly, and it is a number 3 weight yarn. You can use any weighted yarn that you want. You can even use thread. Just remember though, you use smaller yarn, you're going to end up with a smaller doily. And bigger yarn, it'll be bigger. But I think it'd be really pretty in thread and like super duper ruffled out. Like, it'd be really neat and beautiful. If I had more yarn, like I said, I would have done it more, but so do you guys want to go ahead and get started on it? Oh, for the 3 weight yarn, I used a G hook, which is sometimes G's are 4 millimeters and sometimes they're 4.25. Either of those would be fine. And if you're using a different yarn, just use whatever it says to use on the ball band would probably be just fine. And this took about 275 yards to complete this in a 3 weight and make it about 16 inches across of a DK. All right, of a 3 weight. All right, let's do it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start out with a slip knot on our hook. And we're going to go ahead and work a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to slip stitch back into the first stitch to form a ring. Just like that. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to start out with a chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 7. So what this chain 7 is acting as, the first 4 chains are counting as a triple crochet, and then the remaining 3 are just counting as chain 3s. So now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over twice and we're going to triple crochet through the center of the ring. So there's triple crochet. So now what we have, if we count that chain 7 that we just did, we have a triple crochet, chain 3, and a triple crochet. Now we're going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to triple crochet back into the ring. And this is what we're going to repeat. Again, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and a triple crochet back into the ring. Now we want to repeat this until we have a total of 12 triple crochets, counting this first one here. So you can see now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably have to slide them over every once in a while, but then you chain 3 and triple crochet again into the ring. So we got 5 so far. So I'm going to continue doing a triple crochet, chain 3 until I have a total of 12 triple crochets, and that's counting this chain here at the beginning. All right, so I got my 12 triple crochets with chain 3s in between them. On the last one here, my 12th one, you want to make sure you do your last chain set of chain 3s. And now we're going to end by slip stitching into the 4th chain here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we'll end row 1. All right. So you'll have, you know, like I said, 12 of the triples and then 12 of the chain spaces. All right, so we're going to start off by slip stitching right over here into our first chain space. All right. And we are going to chain 1, and we're going to go right back into the chain space. And we're going to work one double crochet through that chain, double crochet through that chain 3 space, just like that. Now we're going to work a chain of 2, 1, 2, and we're going to jump over to the next chain 3 space, and in this space we're going to go in and we're going to work 2 double crochets. Oops, there's 1 and 2. Then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to go back into the same chain space again and work 2 more double crochets. So that would be what we just did, is a double V stitch, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, all into that chain 3 space. All right, and then we're going to kind of repeat what we just did. So we're going to chain 2 again, 1, 2, and we're going to jump to the next chain 3 space, and we're just going to work 1 double crochet into it. Like that. And then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and in the next chain 3 space, we're going to work our double V. So we're going to go into it and we're going to work 2 doubles. There's 1 and there's 2, and then we're going to chain 2 and go back into the same space again and work 2 more double crochets. There's 1 and there's 2, just like that. So we're going to repeat that again. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to put 1 single crochet, or I'm sorry, 1 double crochet into just right into the next chain space. And then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to jump to the next chain space, and we're going to work our double V. Or yeah, double V. I'm sorry. 2 doubles, chain 2, slide them over if you need to, and 2 more doubles. Just like that. So we're just going to repeat this pattern all the way around until we get back to our starting point. So we just chain 2, double crochet, 1 double into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, and then a double V into the next. And then it would be chain 2, 1 double into the next, chain 2, double V into the next, all the way around until we get right back here to where we put our first double crochet. All right, I'll be back up with you there. All right, so I'm coming here to the end of round 2, and your last chain 3 space there should have had a double V in it. And then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to end by slip stitching into our very first double crochet that we made. So that's what it kind of looks like. So round 3 is going to be pretty similar. We're going to chain 1, except for this time we're going to be putting 2 double crochets where we put 1 double crochet. So starting out here where this double crochet was, our very first double crochet, we're going to put 2 double crochets in top of that double. There's 1 and then there's 2 like that, and then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to jump over here to our double V stitch, and in the chain 2 space of the double V stitch is where we're going to work the next double V stitch. So our double V stitches are always going to stay lined up. So in that chain 2 space, we're going to work 2 doubles, chain 2, and then go back in and work 2 doubles. Like that. Then we're going to chain 2 again, and we're going to come over here to this single double crochet here, and we're going to put 2 double crochets on top of it. There's 1, and there's 2. And then we're going to repeat by chaining 2, jumping over here to the next double V stitch, and in the chain 2 space of the double V stitch, we're going to work another double V. So it's 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. Just like that, chain 2, and then right here where this 1 double crochet is, we're going to work into the top of it, and we're going to put 2 double crochets into the top of it. There's 1, and 2, and then we are going to repeat again. Chain 2, and double V into the chain space of the next double V. Then we chain 2, and we put 2 doubles here on top of this double, chain 2, double V here into this chain space, and we're going to repeat that pattern all the way around until we get back to our starting point. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of round 3 here, and I just did a double V, and here's where we started with our 2 double crochets. So you want to make sure you chain 2 after that double V, and we'll go ahead and end by slip stitching into our first double crochet, and we'll go ahead and we'll start round 4. So what we're doing is every time we do a round of these double crochets here, we're going to add another one. So we had 2 on the last round, now we got to do 3 here for round 4. So we're going to chain 1, and in the first double crochet we'll put 2 double crochets into it. So there's 1 and 2, and in the next double crochet we're just going to put 1. Now we have 3 double crochets there for this round. Okay, and now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3 instead of chaining 2. And then again we're going to jump over here to our double V stitch, and in the chain space we're going to work a double V. So we'll work our 2 doubles. There's 1 and 2, and we're going to chain 2 and go back in and work 2 more doubles. There's 1 and there's 2. And then again, now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Did I get 3? Yeah. And then here's our 2 doubles from the previous row. Okay, we got to make that 3 now. So in the first one, we're going to put 2 double crochets into it. There's 1 and 2. And then in the next one, we'll just put 1 double crochet into that one. So now we have 3 doubles there, like we need. And then we're going to repeat. We're going to chain 3 and jump over here to the next double V stitch, and we're going to double V in it. We're going to do 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, like that, and repeat by chaining 3 this time. Right here where our 2 double crochets were, in the first one first double, we're going to put 2 double crochets into that one. There's 1, and there's 2. In the next double crochet, we'll just put 1 double into that one, like that. So now we have our 3, chain 3, and repeat. Jump over here, do our double V, chain 3, and then we'll put 2 doubles and 1 double for a total of 3, chain 3, double V, and we're just going to repeat this pattern all the way around until we make it back to our starting point. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of round 4. I just did my double V, so I want to make sure I chain 3 after that and end by slip stitching into my first double crochet here of this group of 3, and we'll go ahead and start round 5. What we have to do now is change these 3 doubles into 4. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to put 1 double crochet into the first double crochet, like that. And then in the middle double crochet here, the second one, we're going to put 2 doubles into that one. So there's 1 and 2. And then the last double crochet here, we'll put 1 double into that. And now we have our 4 double crochets there for this round. And we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and jump to the next double V stitch, and in the chain space of it, we'll work a double V. So 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Like that. And then we're going to chain 3 and repeat. So these 3 doubles here, we need to switch it up. We need to make them 4. So we're going to put 1 double crochet into the first one, and then the next one, the middle one, we'll put 2 double crochets into that one. 1 and 2, and then the last one we'll just get 1 double, like that. And there's our 4 that we need for this round, and we're just going to repeat this all the way around. So we're going to chain 3 again, and double V in the chain space of the next double V. So 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. Like that. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then these 3 doubles right here, we gotta turn them into 4. So we're going to double crochet into the first one, and then the middle one we will put 2 double crochets into that one. 1, and there's 2, and the last one we'll just put 1 double into that one, and now we have our 4. So we're just going to repeat this pattern all the way around until we make it back to our starting point. Alrighty, so I'm coming to the end of round 5, and I just did my double V, so I need to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and end by double crochet, or slip stitching, I'm sorry, into my first double crochet. I've done a lot of tutorials today, I think, and this is my last one. That's why I keep messing up my stitches. There we go. Alright, so that ends round 5. So let's go and start round 6. So we need to change these 4 doubles here into 5. So let's go ahead and chain 1. Let's put 1 double crochet into the first one, like that. 1 double crochet into the next one, and then the next one, the third one, let's put 2 double crochets into that one. There's 1, and there's 2. And then the last one, we'll go ahead and put one double crochet into that one. And now we have changed that 4 into 5, and that's what we need. Now we're going to do a chain 4 instead of a chain 3 in between all these spaces. So it's chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to jump right over here to the double V, and we're going to put a double V into it. So there's 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 more, like that. And we're doing chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's change these 4 doubles into 5. So first one, we will put 1 double crochet into it. And then the next one we'll get 1 double crochet. And then the third one there, the next one we're going to work in, let's put 2 doubles into that one. And then the last one here, we'll get 1 double. And there we go. We got our 5 doubles that we need. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around. Remember, we're chaining 4 in between this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to double V into the next. Chain 4. Okay, turn these 4 doubles into 5. So we're going to put a double crochet into the first 2. So there's 1 double into the first one, 1 double into the next one, and then the next one, which is the third, we're going to put 2 doubles into that one. There's 1, and then another one, makes 2, and then this last one here, we'll just put 1, and that is our 5 that we need. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. Remember, we're chaining 4 now in between instead of 3. All right, so go ahead and repeat this pattern, and I'll meet back up with you at our starting point. Alrighty, I'm coming to the end of round 6, and I just did my double V, so I'm going to go ahead and do my chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and end by slip stitching into my first double crochet. And then we'll go ahead and start round 7. So on this round, you probably know what we have to do. I know you know. We got to switch these, we got to change up these 5 doubles and turn them into 6. So let's hit that middle one and make the middle one where we put the 2 double crochets into it. All right, so let's start off by chaining 1, and we'll put a double crochet into the first two doubles. So 1 double, and then the next one will be another double, and then the next one, which is the middle of the group of 5 from the previous row, let's put 2 doubles into that one. There we go. And then 1 double in each of the remaining 2. There we go. And then we just turn those 5 into 6. Awesome. All right, we're going to still chain 4 in between here for this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump here to our double V's and double V right into it. 1, 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. And again, we're going to do chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to turn these 5 doubles here into 6. And remember, we're going to use that middle one. That's the one that we're going to put 2 double crochets in. All right. So we'll go to the first one and put 1 double. the next one, 1 double. In the next one, which is the middle one, we're going to put 2 doubles into that one. 1, and there's 2. And then there's 2 that remain. Let's put 1 double in each of the remaining 2. And now we have our 6 doubles there this time. And again, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And repeat. So double V here, chain 4, and then we're going to have, then we make these 5 into 6, just like we've been doing. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around until we get back to our starting point. All right, I'm coming to the end of round 7 here. And I want to go ahead and do my chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And end by slip stitching into our first double crochet. And then we'll go ahead and begin round 8. And this will be the last round that we work like this. So we have to now change these 6 or these 7 or these 6 right here into 7 double crochets. So let's do it on the 1, 2, 3. Let's do it on the 4th one. Is the one that we'll add 2 double crochets to. All right. So let's chain 1. And we'll go ahead and put a double crochet into the first 3. So there's 1, jump to the next one. There's 2, jump to the next one. There's 3. And then jump to the next one. We're going to put 2 double crochets into that one. 1 and 2. And then we'll have 2 remaining doubles, put 1 double crochet into each of those, and just like that we have changed 6 doubles into 7, which is what we need to start the next round. All right, now this time we're going to be chaining 5 in between. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to jump on over here to the next double V, and we're going to double V into it. 1, 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles, like that. And then we will chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these 6 double crochets here. Let's put a double crochet into the first 3. So there's 1. Go to the next one. There's 2. And to the next one is 3. And then the next one, we're going to put 2 double crochets into that one. There's 1. And there's 2, and you'll have 2 that remain. Put 1 double crochet in the remaining 2. 1 and 2, and we have our 7 double crochets there that we need. And we're just going to repeat this. Remember, we're chaining 5 this time in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double V into the next, and then chain 5 and change these 6 into 7 like we've been doing. All right, I'll meet back up with you at our starting point. All right, so I've come to the end of round 8 here. Okay. And we want to make sure we do our chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into our first double crochet. All right, so now we're going to start, what did I say, round 10? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to start round 9. I'm sorry. That was the end of round 8. All right, so for this round, okay, we have 7 double crochets right here. We're gonna slip stitch let's slip stitch one time into the next double crochet. So we are in the second stitch of our group of 7. Now we're going to chain let's chain 16. 1, 2, you want to make it real tight though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And then we're going to come down and we are going to slip stitch. Let's skip 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the second to the last double crochet like that. Okay, so we got a big chain 16 here. And now what we're going to do is we are going to chain a 16 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. And then we're going to slip stitch here into this chain 5 space here into the third chain 1, 2 of the chain 5. Kind of just go into it and do like a slip stitch like that. All right, now we're going to chain 16 again. And then we're going to slip stitch into the chain 2 space of our double V stitch like that. So we're kind of going to be working chain 16s all the way around here. So let's chain 16 again. Okay, and then again we're at our chain 5 here, so let's slip stitch into the third chain of that chain 5. Just gonna go into it and slip stitch like that, and we're just gonna kind of repeat that all the way around what we just did. So do the big chain 16 again. And we are going to, okay, so we're at our group of 7 again. We're going to slip stitch into the second double crochet of that group of 7 like that, and chain 16 again. And then we're going to slip stitch into the second to the last, or the 5th one of our group of 7 up here. I'm sorry, 6th one of our group of 7. 1, 2, so we went to the second one. 3, 4, 5, yes, the 6th one, or the second to the last, and slip stitch just like we did in the beginning. Same spots. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna repeat this. Keep repeating this all the way around here. Chain 16. And slip stitch into the middle, or the middle one, or the third of that chain 5, chain 16, and slip stitch into the chain 2 space of our V stitch, and this is what we're going to repeat all the way around. So we're just going to have like a whole bunch of chain 16 spaces. So you would chain 16 again and slip stitch into your middle chain 5 here, chain 16, slip stitch into the second of this group of 7, 16 again, and slip stitch into the 5th or the second to the last of this group of 7, chain 16, and then the middle of this 5, 16, the middle of V, all the way around. I'll meet back up with you, all right, at the end. All right, so I made it all the way around. And, okay. I just slip stitched in this last chain 5 space. I chain 16 and I'm back at my starting point. I'm going to slip stitch into the same stitch as we started, and now in that round. Now we're fixing to do a whole lot of double crochets. Okay, you should have I do believe 30 of these chain spaces. Now remember, it's going to be like, well, wavy, so it'll be normal. All right, well, let's do it then. Okay, so what we're going to do in each one of these chain 16 spaces. First off, we're going to slip stitch over into the first one. All right, this is going to get us started off here. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to work 21 double crochets through the chain space. Oops, 21 doubles. So there's starting out with 1. Just gonna go around 2, 3, 4. It's really not that hard as it looks. 5. Well, I'm going to continue. I got 10 so far. I'm going to continue until I get 21 double crochets in this chain space, and I'll meet back up with you. Alright, so I got 21 double crochets through that chain 16. Make sure you count every time, because you don't want to be off, okay? Now what we're going to do is jump. You can spread them out to make them even if you want, or you do that later, it doesn't matter. Now we're going to just jump directly over to the next chain 16, and we're going to put 21 double crochets into that. So just jump right over there and start off with a double crochet. Dang it, I don't even think I yarned over. There we go. And just like that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you probably get the idea now. So we're gonna, and remember, it's gonna be looking all wavy and weird and stuff, but that's okay. So I'm gonna put 21 into this one. Make sure you count though every time, and then just jump directly over to the next one and put 21 doubles into this chain space. Count it after you're done. Jump directly over to the next one, 21 doubles. So we're just jumping the last double in this one, and then we jump right over here with the double. All right, and then 21 in each of them. All right, that's a lot of doubles. I'm gonna get to it. All right, so I made it all the way around. Looks pretty cool like that. but got a lot more doubles to go. You can leave it like this if you want, that's up to you. But now what we're gonna do, 2 in this. So I got 21 in each one of these chain 16 spaces all the way around. All right, what I'm gonna do is slip stitch into my first double crochet here on the other side, like that. Okay, now I'm going to slip stitch one more time into my next double crochet, and this is where we're going to start. And we're going to chain 1, and we need to do 9 double crochets in a row. So this would be our first one, the one we just, so the very first one we slip stitched into, we're not doing anything into that one. We slip stitch into the next one, and this is where we're going to put our first double, and we need 9 in a row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the next one, we are going to put 3 double crochets all into the next one. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Now we are going to work a double crochet down this side, 1 into each of the next 9. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there's 9. And once you get your 9, you should have 1 left on this side, and I do. So what we're going to do now is the one that's left on this side and the first one on this side, we are just going to completely skip them and start in this one right here. And we're going to do this every time we get down here. That's what we're going to do all the way around, is skip the last one on this side and the first one on this side. So we are going to yarn over, skip this last one, skip this first one, and go into the next one and double crochet. You want to do it nice and tight to kind of close up that gap just a bit. And we need to do 9 in a row again, so that would be number 1 and 2, 3, 4, there's 9. The next one, we're going to put 3 doubles into that one, all right? 1, 2, and there's 3. All right, and we're going to work our way back down the side here. 1 double into the next 9. Should have 1 left, and I do. So we're going to skip this last one here and the first one over here, and we're going to start. So skip this last one, skip this first one over here on this side. We're going to start in the second one and double crochet 9 in a row, and that would be number 1. And this is what we're going to do all the way around. Alright, there's 9. And next stitch gets 3 doubles into the same stitch. And then again, we work down the side, 9 doubles. There's 9. Should have 1 left, and I do. So we're going to skip this one, the last one here, the first one here, start into the next one on the other side, double crochet, and you do 9 in a row. That would be number 1. So this is what we're going to do all the way. Once you get your 9, you put your 3 doubles into the next, and then 9 back down, and skip the 2 down at the bottom. So yeah, so it'll start to kind of fold like this after a little while. You know, you can do as many rows, I guess, of double crochet as you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one out. Remember, it's the 9 and then 3 at the top, and then 9, and then you skip these 2 down here and start again with the 9. All right, so all right, I'll see you right back up here. Okay. All right, so I'm coming to the end of mine, and I played yarn chicken. That is all I have left of mine. All right, so what do you want to do at the end here? Oh, I got 2 more stitches I have to do. My gosh, that's just taking more yarn. Okay, there's a few things you can do here. Since I'm out of yarn, I'm not going to go around anymore. But you can keep going around and making your layers thicker if you want, and it's really pretty like that, real ruffly and beautiful and pretty. But since I'm out of yarn, okay, so this is how we would finish this row off. So we would have to skip this last stitch like normal, and the first stitch that we started in, remember we slip stitched in it, so we already skipped that one. There's nothing in that but a slip stitch. So we would end by slip stitching in our very first double crochet. Now if you wanted to stop here like me, because I'm out of yarn, I probably would go further, but I don't want to have to hank up or cake up another hank of this. I would just tie off, right? But if you you would slip stitch here and then tie off. But if you want to go around again, this is how you would do every round. This is how you would start every round and finish every round from now on. You know, you would just slip stitch into the first double, and then you would slip stitch into the next like that, just like we did on the first row, or on the second row, I'm sorry. And then this is where you would chain 1 and double crochet 9 times. And when you double crochet 9 times, that's going to bring you into the 9th one over here, and the next empty one will be the center of the group of 3. And in that center one, you would put 3 double crochets, and then you would do 9 again, and then you would skip these 2, 9 again, 3 in the next, and you just can keep going around and around like that for however many times you want to go around. And like I said, every time that you end the row, it's always going to be the same. Just like we just ended it, every row will end the same. You'll have 1 stitch left down here, and you would already have skipped a stitch from the previous row, so you would just slip stitch into your first double crochet you made, and then you would start your next row by slip stitching into the next stitch, and then chaining 1 and double crocheting into that one. So that's how you would do it. And then when you make it back around again, say we made it back around, this stitch would have already been skipped because we slip stitched over. That's if you want to go more, you can. It's really, like I said, it's really beautiful like that. But I think I'm and call it quits there. And then you can just kind of fiddle with it and hide all your tails. But like I said, if you want to go around more, you can. I wish I had some beads to add to it. That'd be beautiful. But I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. It's a nice little doily. If you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like, and I will see you guys on my next video. All right, bye guys.